That's my super strength coffee. 200 milligrams of extra caffeine powder from a caffeine capsule. Then I added some Himalayan pink salt and some sea salt. Just more vitamin C water. Vitamin C water concentrate and add some extra vitamin C powder. As usual, even the comments go out to do the like button first. I like you to do that. Yeah. I feel like it from yesterday.
Encourage a bison to report the target to the law enforcement, saying the target
about gang stalking. This is Chuck Lagerberg's website about gang stalking. Chuck was a gang stalked vid as I am. And he had this website. And this is a link to his audio recordings. So he had a radio show. You could say called a radio show. He also worked to get the word about gang stalk like I do. but it could be a little bit stronger. So I just noticed as mute, I don't know how much my breath I was wasting talking there. So it's good with this to review on. So first I was talking about hydration, my natural self-dehydration drink. Then I was talking about these chilies, okay? I like hot sauces, and I bought these 2 chilies. And this is mechanical scorpion sauce, and this is a Swedish company. Same concept, a small bottle with super hot chili. So you use this as a concentrate, meaning a drop of this might be equal in strength to about a heaping tablespoon of run-of-the-mill store-bought cayenne pepper. So don't use too much of this, you use it like a concentrate. Since I found this in the supermarket and bought it once, I kept buying it. And one of these will last me around a month, meaning a whole month of adding it to my cooking. Because it's concentrated so strong, you just use a little bit of it. I like hot food. Now, I bought this from an online food store. This is jalapeno ketchup with jalapeno, not surprisingly. And I'm an augmenting optimizer, which means I find a good product a lot of times and I customize it, optimize it, make it even better. So what I did, I bought this. After opening it, I added some of that and some of this to it. Poured in olive oil, about a tablespoon. Vitamin C powder and some salt, and shook it up. So it's extra strong. I gotta wash my hands because I've been touching those chili balls and they're pretty strong. So if you start itching your eye or something like this, if you go outside and today. So. I'm playing chat like with audio on the laptop screen in the living room. And how I do, I go live from Rumble Studio, multi-stream. Go live from Rumble Studio and YouTube from Rumble Studio. Before I used to Twitch as a destination, I would add to it as well. I removed that as a destination before when I was trying to fix a problem I was having. I didn't be added yet. I used this to open garlic yesterday and grate it into my meal. And I could smell the garlic from the knife in the kitchen, which means I didn't wash it yesterday, so I'm hand wash it now. And I'm coming up and take my grand post-wake up box of supplements pretty soon. See where we have the box of supplements here. Here we go. My Dolphy filter pop. That's another thing I recommend people to do if you care about your health. Get a water filter. If you want to purify water, get the water treatment. That's one of these things, details you can do to that's what my protocol, detox your life. So that's another thing you can do to reduce the amount of toxins flowing into your body on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Get a water filter. And it can be more or less useful depending on the quality of your water. And it comes with filter cartridges. Now they might not be available on the American market, but what I have is a Dolphin filter part, and it's about $12 or something, $15. The part itself, and comes with one filter cartridge, which is good for around a month. And a 3-pack replacement filter cartridge goes for around $12 or something. And it says on the bottle, on the package, the filter cartridge reduces chlorine, removes heavy metals, chlorine, this and that. So yeah, whatever. Here we go. This is my vitamin C water, which I added some extra vitamin C to this morning. Keep in the fridge. Omega-3 fish oil, 3 capsules. Niacin. This is niacinamide, vitamin B3. D3. K2. B complex. Garlic. One garlic tablet. And I figure I can take up to one garlic tablet, buffed with omega-3 fish oil, without having like stomach ache. Okay, if I would not take the fish oil and a garlic tablet, my stomach feel a bit uneasy in my stomach. The garlic tablet. So since I do OMAD fasting, eat only 1 time per day, don't eat breakfast, the way that I'm able to take a substantial amount of supplements, vitamins, without stomach upset and with good absorption is to take 3 omega-3 fish oil capsules as part of post-wake-up dose. So it buffers the supplement. This is L-theanine GABA. This is magnesium complex. I take bare minimum 3 of these a day. 1 in the morning, 2 at night. Each capsule contains 375 milligrams of magnesium. And it's a magnesium complex, so there's 5 or 6 different types of magnesium. And that's it. I'm going to add some more vitamin C powder to this. know. This is a commercial that I did before. I did about $2 a can, so I don't. I really can't afford to buy 3 of those every day. Which I wouldn't know. If I could afford it, I might buy 3 of those. Basically, I buy more of those if I can buy. It's worthless pet tigers. I really don't like these. I like the big tigers more. For those so-called factory tigers. Yeah, turn up the screen before going out there, or you can't see the screen. There you go. The neighbor's door is open. There's a smell of perfume coming from there. Perfume. The program knows that, and sometimes I think when after going outside and I can hear a window or something open, I can smell perfume. I smell on the back, and I think that it could be the program that does that. So, part of gang stalking, how they told me. So I'm saying now, I'm not gonna say that I believe the neighbor is a gang stalker and open his back in the door and sprayed some perfume out the door or something like this. But there's definitely been times where I have been told with perfume. They release perfume around me to get this close to me. What time is it? It's 11:38. It's Sunday, June 7th, 11:38. If you are talking about there will be people in the neighborhood who are so-called gang stalkers. Baltimore neighbors are statistically more likely to be recruited to be gang stalkers. And same apartment complex neighbors.
and they be put up to do the common tactics, noise harassment. Same time entry exit is not a tactic that neighbors will do if they're against stalker, which means you notice that they will leave at the same time you do, or come home as you do. I mean, they will synchronize in time the appearance of the neighbor too. When you're going out, so you will notice that they say, oh, this person keeps showing up. Like when I leave, they leave at the same time. It's supposed to notice it. So, there's several people in this neighborhood, and several neighbors that are gang stalkers for sure. And sometimes they have used perfume to talk, meaning, and I can get into hypotheticals. It could be like, how is it that after I go out on the balcony, there's smell of perfume coming to my balcony not long after that? Is it that somebody is a neighbor, a gang stalker, told by the handler to put a center can on their balcony so the fumes will go up to my balcony? Or is it that somebody opens a window and sprays perfume out and it gets carried by the wind to my balcony? Or is it this or that way? Now, if you are a gang stalker individual, some people in the neighborhood will recruit to be gang stalkers and talk in different ways. And the worst case scenario they can have where they like drill holes in the walls like an access port and pump gases into the apartment, like the handler can use some chemical, and they can use the perp police next door to get chemicals in the apartment. And if you don't have a covert entry analysis, and I'm going to teach you to set up the video, they can have the neighbor be the one to do the covert entry on it, which means have the spare key to your apartment and go inside the home or your way to put poison in your food or contaminate your environment with toxic chemicals. That's one of the things that the program can do to you if you start video that I've been warning other TS about, and teach them how to protect themselves against covert entry. I mean, the program wants to get inside your home if you're talking video and do bad things in the contaminate the environment with contact chemicals. It's basically poison your home, and they can do it in a variety of ways. There's contact drugs, contact chemicals. I mean, there's things that they can smear on the hand of your kitchen, fridge door, and if you touch it, it's over to your skin and will affect it. There's powders that they can spread, chemical irritants. They can have odorless chemicals and chemical irritants that they can put in a pillow, for example, and after you come home, in like best case scenario, to keep you from having falling asleep the same night. Do you understand? They can open your fridge, poison your food. So covert entry is one of the target tactics, physical target tactics I've been warning us about for years, and teach them how to set up a covert entry denial security system. And the way that I do it, this is why I'm so valuable. I'm the most valuable target video survival coach there ever is on YouTube. There's nobody else that I've seen this as valuable to other TIs active online. First of all, in teaching the truth about gang stalking, what it is and what it's not. Warning you about different tactics that I've experienced myself on target video, and then teaching targets ways to protect against them, and then teaching targets how to be less effective, negatively affected by target. Teaching on supplementation and other things that can make a big difference if you're target video. And a lot of targets are not aware that covert entry is one of the target tactics. It can take a few years until the target realizes that the target is going inside the home, and it'll be like a gradual awakening to the reality of how bad targeting is and can get. So the first few years of targeting, the target might notice just the harassment, like only the harassment tactics, strangers in public, to direct their conversation and noise harassment and things like this. And after a while, the target might realize that the program goes inside the home, and they want to think that it's just to mess with your mind, and they have fake TI counterintelligence agents helping to try to perception manage you and get you to think. I've seen stock where Fed's Visa as a fake TI do this, which helps to cover up covert entry to help the program target because it poisons. She goes, oh yeah, so the program was in my house. They're just doing that to mess with your mind. They just moved my hair tone to this other cupboard to make me know where to mess with my mind, okay? That's what they want to think. So it's like they don't want targets to know initially that they're doing covert entry on them. And then they want them to think, if they start realizing from outside the home that they're doing that just to mess with your mind. When in reality they do that to poison you or sabotage your documentation equipment or other bad things. So one of the ways the program can target physically is they want to get into your home so they can contaminate your environment with toxins, they can force your food, sabotage your cooling equipment. If you're a TI that keeps, basically they will do bad things to you, and it's imperative that you ensure that it's as hard as possible for them to be able to achieve covert entry on it. Another thing they can do if you're a TI that keeps a journal and you're processing the traumas by writing about the targeting of it. They can read your journal and be more effective in customizing the harassment around that. If you would have a journal, it'd be like, with the psychological target, be like, this is one of the target attack that really bothered me, and you'll be journal about it, the process or something like this. You'd be like, oh, okay, that's the button to push. That's the target attack. Out of all the strong stuff that they want to see what sticks, it's like, that's the thing that hurt them the most, that really affect them. Kind of double down on that. We understand it's just an example of why it's a bad idea to have the program inside the home, because they're not going to be doing good things in there. So not only have I been warned TIs about that attack, I've been teaching targets how I've been stopped from doing covert entry. And basically, you get how I do the covert entry in our system is I have a Android smartphone. This is my dedicated documentation form. And I downloaded the timestamp camera app from the Google Play Store. And they had different timestamp camera, enterprise, free, yada yada. But it's a app you can buy in the Play Store. They have a free version, I paid for it. And it's like a one-time fee, and I use on several devices. And it's a timestamp camera, which means it's sometimes I have the same app on that phone, so sometimes when I upload homemade pictures, I use that as the camera, okay? And it has like a timestamp phone. So, covert entry now system, how I do it. I have a dedicated documentation form, timestamp camera app on it. Start a timestamp camera video recording. Have the phone plugged into the wall out there on a holder. Filming the inside of my front door. So as I'm leaving, I start a video recording, timestamp camera. As I come home, I end it. And then I can, if I want to, scan through it and look, okay, here I see myself at the beginning of the video, leaving through the door. Scan to the end, okay, here I see the door open, me coming back. And I can scan back and forth and see the door doesn't open in between, okay. So that's one step for it. Second layer, you want a redundant system. It's a live stream that I have in the living room. Like I have live stream going now, I start a live stream in front of me, and I'm live streaming inside the living room. So there's a live stream and a video recorder. It's a redundant system. And that's a good covert entry system. Why? Because if it was only the video recording, it'd be easier for them to turn it off. If there's a live stream and a video recording, what are the chances that you will come home and both systems have malfunction at the same time? There'll be a strong indication that they caused a problem. And if they have not caused a problem, you can count on them to capitalize on an organic failure. Meaning, if you would have your security system go down, you can counterfactor it and seize the moment you do covert entry on it. And now it's not covert anymore. And if both systems would malfunction, there's a strong indication that they caused a problem to build the covert entry on it. Because what are the chances that both your video recorder would malfunction and the live stream at the same time? So that's my covert entry denial system, and you can learn from that. And there's different platforms you can use to live stream. I do it publicly. There's different platforms you can use to live stream. You can live stream on your Facebook page if you have a personal Facebook page. You can use that to live stream. I've done it a few times before switching to a professional page. And you can also have a YouTube channel. Get a YouTube channel. And once you got it ready for live stream, you can use StreamYard, for example, to live stream to YouTube channel. And on YouTube, you can live stream private, unlisted, or public. So it's not the only way you can live stream is to have a public live stream. You can have it private or unlisted. And on Facebook and YouTube, you can have it unlisted and also share the link. And you could live stream it privately or unlisted. And then if you have a phone and a way, you could even tune into your own live stream and look inside the home in your way on the YouTube live stream or Facebook. So I do that publicly most of the time, and that makes it even better. A lot of TIs are scared, live in the shadows, and not doing what I'm doing. And I'm the only total individual I rescued in Sweden, understand? Out of all the millions of people, I'm the only that I've seen people. Now remember, most total individuals are fakes. I'm the one person, only person in Sweden that's a public total individual and an IRL Sweden. The live streams my life, work to get the word about gang stalking, not in comments on flashback forum. För kommunen gang stalking. I'm not just like, yeah, I'm not here. I'm here, I'm a total individual, and I'm public, and I'm IRL streaming. So I'm live streaming my life as a total individual, makes videos, work to expose this, talk to the public, tell the public what is going on, and make videos out of TS on my gang stalking and how to protect yourself. So I'm unique in that way, understand? I'm a medium-sized fish in a small pond. I'm the one total individual Swedish IRL streamer. And most TIs globally are anonymous. They're scared to go public, and they're leaving anonymous comments at most. Now, most online TIs are fakes, understand? There is one real TI in around 1,000 so-called ones. So if you have 1,000 people like claiming to be taught video on YouTube comments, YouTube channels, Reddit posts, you have maybe one real TI in 1,000 so-called TIs. Most online TIs are fakes, and they work to help to cover up gang stalking and control the narrative, to deceive other targets, work to deceive other targets, and control perception. And a common fake TI tactic is the crazy talk, which means they will have fake TIs crazy talk about gang stalking to help cover this up to discredit the topic by association. Which means if I'm in a forum, I'm a target video called Mike Sam living in Sweden doing gang stalk. There'll be 10 other TIs in the same thread going, yeah, and they read our minds with satellites. They put a chip in my brain. Okay, it's witches casting spells on the gang stalking. You just have to just make it sound crazy. So a Swede comes across this thread, they see people claim to be told videos talking to see people called gang stalking. And they say, okay, these people are not parents or offenders because the type of people that think they got a chip in their brain and the government's read their mind with satellites and stuff like this. And it works, understand? It's been working. So that's a counterintelligence agent tactic, discreditation by association. So one way to cover something up is to have people not talk about it, to work to shut people up, don't talk about it. Another way to cover something up by the government is to have people talk about it in a way that has the same end outcome on the topic they discredited and not believed. See, I've used the example before as a serial melody that works. It would be like this. It's like if there was a real conspiracy that the CIA was abducting hikers in national parks and then disappeared and admitted some MK Ultra underground mind control facility and subjected them to like mind control experiments. Okay? And there was a real like conspiracy that was happening. I'm not saying this, but it's an example. And then there's some people like were able to escape and run off and they get on YouTube and like whistleblow, this is a secret program, kidnapping hikers, it happened to me. They have other people make YouTube videos. They'd be like, yeah, this is a secret program where the CIA abducts hikers and they abducted me and they show me Area 51, the aliens, and a picture of the flat earth from space. And Bigfoot is real. They show a picture of Bigfoot and space reptilians on the flat earth and put a chip in my brain. Okay, see? Do you understand? And then people will hear about this conspiracy of the CIA abducting hikers, but yeah, that's something nut jobs that lead the earth is flat as space reptilians control this world. Talk about it, believe me. It's like they're nut jobs to talk about the CIA abducting people. Do you understand? So one way to cover something up is to work to shut people up, don't talk about it, and keep people from hearing from people, don't talk about it. Another way to cover something up is to have people talk about it in a way they discredit the topic. It had the same effect of both keep it covered up. And the program uses a combination of both. You know, work with me to interfere with me reaching people, being a real TI, knowing and speaking the truth about gang stalking, work to make it hard for people to find me. And one of the ways that they make it hard to find me without even getting into like search engine algorithm manipulation, where it's like things are programmed to hide my videos and search results. People search for gang stalk videos or what it is. It's just the needle in the haystack effect. So even if there wasn't any like shadow banning going on where they're working to make me not get too many views on social media, I programmed the algorithm to hide my videos and make people not come across my channel videos. Even if that was not going on at all, just from the needle in the haystack effect, where there's 100 fake TS uploading videos to YouTube every day with the target video on the title, and I'm one real person on set. And then there's like 10,000 fake TS on YouTube uploaded videos with gang stalking, talking video, and added the crazy talk to it about the microwave radio assaults and ELF weapons and RNA machines and B2K and brain chip implants and flat earth and whatever else that sounds crazy and I don't know. So. So, James Talk is really, I'm the most valuable person online for target videos and non-TS exploratories by James Talk. And I don't just say that, I mean, I've been in this community, I've been a target video for many years, and then looking at research and this, and then nobody else valuable as I've been target. I mean, Stock by the Feds Lisa, a good example. She's got 500 million followers on Instagram. And she's a fake tia. But has she been as well? Has she been teaching supplement protocols that help protect from retardant from the chemical attacks and make it less vulnerable to psychological and physical trauma by problem? No, she hasn't. Has she been warned about code entry and teach her how to stop it? No. She's been actually fear-mongering against using cameras, which I had to call out for, where she made a video, like into a story post about Ring Goldberg cancer uses spy on it. They thought the video don't have cameras, but Ring Goldberg cancer uses spy on it. Why? Because she's worked for the program, and the program doesn't like it if TIs are using technology, having cameras, because that makes it hard for them to harass you and sneak inside your home and things like this. Then after we started to call her out for that, because I guess she's shielding for the program by fear against using cameras, which some authorities need to use to protect themselves. Now she flips, okay, and then starts copying my COVID anti-now system, makes YouTube streams, watch my little stuff along the way. After she's not been doing that, I've been calling out for fear against technology laws. Oh yeah, she's running streams now, claiming to be doing that for COVID entry, which I've been doing for years. See, so I was online being a target video years before she ever showed up claiming to be a target video. And part of what she does is copy my story and kind of mirror some of my story and what's going on with my target. So Stock by the Feds is a fake tia. And she seems to be the main counterintelligence agent fake tia used to control the narrative and control the public perception of GameStop. And this video, maybe I should double this video on that live stream because it went really good. I believe one of these videos is called or something. This live stream. So, GameStop is really more fun as or not. And some of the things that have helped me the most with the targeting is getting supplementation, diet, nutrition dialed in. And another important thing that I've been doing to protect myself from targeting is figuring out how to set up a core entry system that works to keep the phone from going inside my home when I'm away. And if you're a whiner, you can go, but it's not covered. You can get in, but then it's not covered. If I start a live stream and video recording, I come home from the supermarket and both my systems have malfunctioned, that indicates the program has turned off my security system somehow and been inside, so now it's not covert anymore. It's not covert entry. They became overt entry. It's like obviously they've been inside because they turned off my security system. Then you can act accordingly. So gang stalking is a war. It's not just psychological warfare. It's more accurately described as a war that's waged on an individual. Daily psychological warfare, chemical warfare. I've been shot with a projectile weapon. I suspect it was a CIA dart gun or something similar. Okay, I got started the leg back here in the fourth, the right calf. and I still have a numb pressure feeling in the right leg ever since, and it's more serious all this happened. I suspect that could have been a CIA dot cam or something similar. And that's not crazy talk, that's a real way you can get targeted if you're a targeted physically. That's proven to exist, that technology. Unlike the crazy talking fake TIs that make these claims about direct energy weapons being used. I mean, the car that's pretty much a fair case. I talked by Fed's Lisa, claiming that she's being targeted. And I predicted, I said, let's see how long it takes until she starts crazy talk about direct energy weapons. Sure enough, it didn't take long until she started crazy talk about direct energy weapons, making claims that she's targeting her car with direct energy weapons. And in the gym, it's ridiculous. They're attacking her with some direct energy weapon. They're changing her heart rate. Okay. So stop at first Lisa started claiming to be targeted with direct energy weapons, and I'm gonna enjoy working to expose her as a shield. And I can really go a lot on social media making videos exposing her as a shield, I understand. Exposing her as a kind of intelligence agent like I used to do to Scott Snitzer when he was still active. So anyways, the point. Stop first Lisa started making videos about claiming to be targeted with direct energy weapons, as I predicted that she would. I said that let's see how long it takes until she starts crazy talk about direct energy weapons. Sure enough, it does take long. And she uploads on Instagram about how they target her with direct energy weapons when she's in her car. Okay, what's that? She's covering up the way the targets are really attacked, because Ted Gunderson confirmed this one affidavit that gang stalking is real. The former head of Los Angeles FBI, government whistleblower, and he said that a way that the former targeted physically is to have perp cars, meaning gang stalkers, will have cars with a called device where they can spray chemicals on you. They can have a car in front of you that has like a nozzle, and it sprays like a gas that gets pulled into your car when you're driving, or if you're on foot. They can spray chemicals on you when you're out walking or in a car standing below. So that's the way they can actually target you when out and about. Okay, so it's covering that up. See, covering up a real TA issue being targeted when out in public. Okay, physically, and just falsely attribute that to direct energy weapons. Now, a car is pretty much a fair case. Let's deal with poke holes in that, the direct energy weapons, okay? But direct energy weapons that are proven to exist. So a lot of the claims of tornadoes requires previously unknown technology existing that nobody has seen before. It's not proven to have existed. Being able to do things that it hasn't been proven that people have technology able to do. Okay, so if you research like actual direct energy weapons that exist, it's like an Eldorado or something. It's something you mount on a Humvee for crowd control, and it requires that people are not in the car, but that the skin is exposed, and it can have some effect. And it's like a huge thing that is battery packed and mounted on a Humvee with a big parabolic antenna, and it's open air. See, so there's nothing. It's not in a car hitting you through the car that it's in, and that's through a car that you're in. Okay, so it's like proven direct energy weapons, control weapons. You have something like that, something small on a Humvee. When in reality, they spray chemicals on it is how they target you, which have been proven to exist. It's been proven you can put a liquid in a bottle and spray it in the air and it can affect people, okay? See, but it's like Occam's razor. The most simple explanation is most likely true. So why would they have this exotic technology to attack you physically when they could use at least a chemical fuel there? You just pull into your vehicle and affect it negatively. Okay, so secondly, your car is pretty much almost like a full-on Faraday cage, okay? And you have glass and metal and things like this. So the direct energy weapon angle is a big thing that they use to cover up gang stalking and to deceive talks about how they really physically attack. So anyway, I do believe that I was hit. I know I was hit by a perp in the corner store in the city. Walked past me, held something in the hand, I felt something in my right calf, and there's a strange feeling radiating up and down from the injection site. I mean, they hit me with something, which I called the injection site. It was an IM, but it was like it hit my leg, my right calf. And right after it hit me, time to perp. Do you understand? They program, there was a perp in there that I know is one of these gang stalkers, and I'm paying for my stuff, checking out, and he walks past holding stuff, and I feel something hit my right calf right as he walks past me. And then a strange feeling radiating up and down my leg. A feeling which I would describe as a itchy numbness, like a nerve twitch, which like muscle spasms, itchy twitchiness. Okay. And I still have a numb spot, numb pressure type feeling in my right calf after this. And that's not crazy stuff because they have admitted in the 70s, seen the 1975 church committee hearings. They actually had the CIA in the 70s being questioned by Congress about a covert assassination device. It's like, is it true you have a covert assassination device? Yes, we have right here. And it's basically, it looks like the Colt 1911, okay, frame with a telescopic sight on it. Only it doesn't fire bullets. It fires a payload, a dart, okay, carrying a toxic payload. And it can get through your clothes into your body and give you a heart attack or stroke. And I suspect it was something like that it hit me. Game talking's been most of my years now. I've been talking more than that game. So if you thought I did listen to this, once again, I recommend that you get a covert anti-now system called home security system and talk about this at home away. And I recommend that you learn about supplementation. Diet, nutrition, supplementation can make a big difference. I gotta finish up. Not yet. I get a package. What's happening? So this is the location where I have a covert anti-now system. I plug it into the wall socket there. It's a strong I didn't do the program releases perfume into the stairwell and sometimes into the air when I'm on my back and it's affecting me. And this is something that I ordered the other day. This is natural apple soap. Savon de Lep, 85% olive oil, 50% olive oil, 100% natural, perfume fragrance free. I bought this in this city in what I call the former store before. And they have a store that carries natural apple soap. And it's cheaper there. This time I bought on Amazon, a 3-pack. And they had to work real hard to hide it from people and other peers. Because there's nobody as available doing what I'm doing in the TS community. And most TS are kept unaware about things. So they had to work really hard to shadow them and hide me, but I'm going to keep working to go on social media and get the word out of higher instance. I'm bound to have success there. So. Have you heard any other television talk about vitamin C megadosen? Do they have a playlist with Tom Lee with vitamin C antitoxin in the title of the video? Have they been teaching you about supplementation, about how to lower anxiety and stress and make yourself less vulnerable? Have they been teaching you how to set up a covert antiviral security system? No, there's nobody as well as I am. In the community. If you thought video, you need to stop watching my videos and learn. I got the disclaimer because I'm a bit explaining. Nothing said in this video is to be taken as medical advice information. It's purely my personal opinion about things. Talk to the doctor before making any changes to diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and medication. Talk to the doctor before starting to stop and take any supplements or medication. And this live stream, the content of this live stream is not intended to replace the care of licensed physician. So, that's a real video.